we're ready here.
The doors are about to close.
Alright. Oh, I just realized I had the microphone up here on the top of my head. There we go. Oh well. We still have to hold it for a moment. Yeah, there was a train, like, I'm pretty sure you saw it, like, right about this cross right in front of us right at the beginning of the stream. So, yep, gonna have to wait for that. Alright. Let's see, let's take a look. Oh, okay, wow, our next stop is Sunnyvale. This is, we're driving, this baby bullet service is just like, we're gonna blow right through all the stations here. Never... This is 329. Wow, amazing. Oh my gosh. There isn't a single train here. Oh, looks like we're ready to roll. I probably should have turned down these lights because I knew he was coming. Wait till this next service in front of me is probably a local. At the very least, it's probably stopping in Lawrence, so I have to wait for that train to do its stop probably in Santa Clara, as well as Lawrence, and I'll probably pass her up in Lawrence. 79 miles an hour, just like straight through. Granted, as long as approach. Still have that red light. Still going a tad fast. Brakes on like right here, so that way I can be ready to stop. I feel like I have a strong feeling that the train is stopped in the station up ahead. That's why they're having me stop here. Yep, there it is. Yep, like right there. It's literally right there. Alright, looks like we are ready. It looks like they just departed and we got an approach signal, so we can blow through Santa Clara now. Well, medium approach. So, not that big of an approach, but you know, it probably just means that, you know, they're going fast so that we can go fast. How's this for train frequency? Except I'm not stopping. Still got a flashing yellow here. For jet from San Francisco International. hard to tell if this is supposed to be AM or PM. I think it's supposed to be AM. So I don't know how they record the time in this game. Because I think check here. I can't see where the sun is. It's too cloudy today. Yeah, for a baby wool service, it's really had to slow down quite a bit. Yeah, the speed that I'm going here, like just straight at 50 right here, it's actually really, it's like landing my marks like right away, like right off the bat. Because that's probably how far, how far it is from where we are. Oh, and she must have just pulled in. Switch must have been thrown, so we can set the throttle up to 79 and rock it over to Sunny Bay. Clear. 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 There's the service. Clear. 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 Oh, well that's BS. How does that... they're saying go as indicated, but like... Okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna give this a good old restart. That just like... I don't know what's going on there. Cause like, why does it say go as indicated? That's just like... Why wouldn't they put the first thing as Sunnyvale? Sunnyvale was like right there. It was only like not even a couple hundred yards from the station. I don't know. Crazy. But now I know with that service, I have to be on point up with it. Yeah, so it won't be directly on time, technically. We just gotta do it again. Oh well. So this run, actually, since we know that, you know, that service exit has to get ahead a little bit, we're not gonna set off right away. We'll close the doors, we're gonna sit here for just a little bit until that far signal over there changes to approach. You know, that little, you know, give us some leeway. Alright, here we go. Closing doors.
Caution, the doors are about to close.
Okay, so once it comes around the, this area over here and it goes under, this freeway here, or... I think it's, I don't know, this overpass here. We'll call it an overpass, I don't know exactly what it is. But, oh, that's funny. Bridging loans. Anyhow, once it gets past that signal bridge, then we'll go ahead and, depart, and it looks like, wow, oh my gosh, that train is just chugging right along. Actually, I think it might be okay to depart right now. Signal bridge right now. Welcome aboard. This is train 329, I believe. Hold on. It's train 320. It's right here. Oh no. Train 329. I was right. Anyhow, welcome aboard. This is not my first shot at this actually. I just tried it earlier in this stream here, but what? Okay, that was interesting. And it says internet quality is not sufficient enough to show the stream. Sure. Well, yeah, these hardware flaws have basically made the internet null. Oh well, whatever. Anyhow, we're following a local service right now, and the local service is very slow. You have to follow it all the way to Lawrence, basically riding on his tail. And then, that go as indicated right there is only like 500 yards away from the Sunnyvale station. So, something to remember, for me at least, at the very least. That's one of the, call it BS, things about this service right here. Because it says go as indicated, which, you know, you would expect. Hey, you go there, and then you go on to, like, they give you a little bit more leeway, but they don't. It would just been easier if they had just put the marker that says, oh, go to Sunnyvale. Sunnyvale is right after that marker right there, and so you would expect it to be there. But nope. Nope. Train Sim World is just weird like that. Approach. It looks like once we get through Santa Clara Yard here, the train's probably still in Santa Clara right now, so. Give us some leeway here. At that time before, I was actually doing pretty well. I was, if you go, like, what, 40 or something like that? 40, 50? You can actually, you can ride the trains, right on the coattails, right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and start slowing it down. $25 should do. Alright. The trains, the tracks align now, so we can go ahead and do notch 8 and all the way to that marker there, which is Sunnyvale. Clear. Clear. There's the surface. Go ahead and pass her up, and we will be basically clear all the way into San Francisco, I assume. There are a lot of trains right now. Clear. And clear. Clear. Yeah, see, that's why I was slowing down. It gives you 500 yards from in a 79 mile per hour zone. 500 yards to come to a complete stop, which even with 110 psi in the system, it is physically impossible to stop a train that quickly at 79 miles an hour. Yeah, good job, Train Sim. Your logic of the stopping trains is like, you know, pumping your brakes in your car. Don't work like that. They don't stop on a dime. Alright, Highball, Sunnyvale, next stop Palo Alto. Yeah, I mentioned this, I believe, in yesterday's stream, but the baby bullet services are the best. I love the baby bullet services. They're so fun, especially because of the long distances. Now, as opposed to what just happened there, like with the saying "go as indicated" and then the stop is within 500 yards. That's probably one of the reasons that I don't drive too terribly many baby bullet services. I think I've only driven 3 before. They're fun. Don't get me wrong, they're fun, but I don't drive. I haven't driven too many of them compared to the local style services and limited stop services. Clear. 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 A little fun fact about the Peninsula Corridor, back when they were run by the SP, there was, this was actually the last place for steam locomotives on the system entirely. If it's on the SP system, you name it, it came here. Because essentially, the diesels actually didn't have enough stopping power I think that's what they said, or something like that. For some reason. Clear. But like, in the last years of SP Steam, which is like 57, 58, you would have seen basically every type of major passenger steam between San Jose and San Francisco. Clear. 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 Now arriving Palo Alto. We arrived a good 2 minutes early. Enough time to get up and go stretch the legs. And I know I'm gonna need to open these at least one point in the mission. I don't know if I've gotten them. They're probably on the opposite side, like with the actual station. Oh, I have not. Got that one. Alright, should I risk it? Keep risking it? Look at the... Oh, okay. I've got this side then. Because if I see that I got the route map, then I probably got the ticket machine as well. So yeah, let's hop back over to the other side here. just having just enough time. Or an additional 45 seconds to go ahead and take a look at my train. I wonder what's going to become of these cars. Because I know with the retiring of the F40s, then these cars are gonna disappear from the system too, because the new train sets are just that, train sets. They don't really need any additional equipment. They're full on, you know, all that stuff, all that jazz. Oh, that porthole almost looked like the Pan Am symbol a little bit. It was interesting. Yeah, I think ticket machine's over here or something. All right, better get ready to roll here. Hey look, another service is arriving right now. Alright. Eyeball Palo Alto, next stop Redwood City. 6 minutes. You gonna move? There we go. Good thing they've got the underground pathway, which it's interesting to see the different ideologies of how, you know, commuter railroading is just in the state of California, because up here, well, I mean, there is at least a few stations where they have the bridge over the tracks, but a lot of stations up in NorCal have have it under the tracks, which is interesting. Compare that to SoCal, primarily stations around the LA area. A lot of those stations, particularly Fullerton, those ones have the overpass, kind of like Bayshore. And I know that there are different ones, particularly, but as far as I'm concerned, I mean, that style is more unanimous with the SoCal than NorCal. It's weird. Interesting. Clear. Clear. Oh, the neighbors must love this. Clear. clear. Passing Redwood Yard now. Speaking of yesterday's stream, we had a very interesting conclusion to yesterday's stream. Clear. Primarily revolving around me getting locked out of the cab of the freight engine and the freight train becoming a runaway until it overran a red light. There we go. Now arriving in Redwood City. Arriving dead on time, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, 11 wax. Being extremely precise, like Pennsylvania Railroad precise, or JR East, or yeah, one of the JR companies. Alright, highball Redwood City, next stop San Mateo. Now the brakes are released, we've got movement, go ahead, crossing. I like how it's got the big green speed limits thing that says, hey, you can go 79 around here. It's a brief stint of reminder. Be interesting to see what the whatever they're called, the new electric trains. It'd be interesting to see what their top speed on the system will be. Probably 79. That's my guess. At least until the upgrades, start, taking into effect. Because if they did the whole system like this, where they had, you know, bridges and everything like that, the railroad was raised like this, then probably wouldn't have any problems at all. That'd be a very logistical nightmare. And I feel like Caltrain would go under if they ever did that, like for the whole system. Certain stations like San Bruno and San Carlos make sense, but not the entire system. Which is why, partially why, I always considered the California high-speed rail system, you know, the fancy animations that they have, be a little bit ludicrous. I mean, it's cool, and, well, it's nice and polished because, well, California, you know. But that's all they are. It's just, that's pipe dream. Clear? Yeah, if California really wanted a high-speed rail, you know, in 2015, like they said they did, they should have hired, you know, someone with rail experience. At the very least, you know, you would expect. But no, they just said, bureaucrat, put a bunch of bureaucrats there. Because they thought, clear, bureaucrats can make a railroad. And, I mean, they got a nice animation, I'll give them that. But anyone can hire someone, to, you know, from Hollywood, essentially. And, yeah, it is under construction. I'll give them that. But it's just a little 10 years too late. 10 years, yeah, behind schedule. What I personally think should have happened with California high-speed rail was that they should have talked to Japan, you know, because Japan does the masters. We have very similar geography, clear, in terms of, you know, mountainous terrain, and it's the same end goal, you know, connecting two cities, basically the same distance. Like Tokyo and Osaka is basically this almost kind of the same distance between San Francisco and Los Angeles. So yeah, they know how to build a high-speed rail line. They should have asked, and Texas actually did. Of course, Texans, you know, have to be difficult, so clear. I don't have any resent for any Texans, but you know, it's just it's go figure, you know. There's always something about it. Apparently, if the project goes on time, the Texas Central, I believe is what it's called, because they're partnering with JR Central, that should be done in 2027. Hopefully. Clear. Given the whole state of affairs right now, I would not be surprised if a lot of these a lot of these projects in total get pushed back, you know, at least a year. Because 2020 has been a wash. Clear. However, it is a watershed moment, though, because the next stimulus check that the government's putting through, I heard, I've been kind of spread through the grapevine here, that the next stimulus check is going to be talking about, you know, putting $100 million into, you know, high-speed rail projects all over the United States. Clear. Because that's how they're going to kickstart the economy now. They're going to essentially give us hardworking Americans, you know, jobs in construction, jobs in engineering, jobs in infrastructure, just straight up. Clear? Alright, stopping San Mateo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't blow their whistle all the times through there. So I'm pretty sure there's probably a skilled engineer who can do it. Like that one video I think I mentioned yesterday about this guy who can basically blow his whistle in like really quick succession. This is amazing. Okay, yeah, this actually this has got to be morning because I can actually see it's getting a little bit brighter outside. Now it's cloudy, but it's still brighter. But go figure. It's San Francisco. I mean, when San Francisco's not foggy, it's cloudy. That's just a given. And like, I've been to San Francisco probably 5-6 times in my life, and first time it was foggy. Second time it was semi-clear, so we could at least see some things. Third time it was foggy. Fourth time it was actually clear, shockingly. I mean, there was smog everywhere, which I guess if you don't really consider that clear, it's not really clear. But when is there not a smoggy day in California? Fifth time, oh gosh, that was the crazy one. There was a thunderstorm, straight up. It's like that musical just came out of Disney Plus, Hamilton. That one, we saw it live over there. And, yeah, literally we walked in, it was cloudy, so we expected it was going to do something, and we brought our umbrellas anyways. And literally, halfway through the show, it was pouring rain. Like, I think one of the sound system glitched a little bit. Granted, it was opening night, so they were probably a little nervous, but, it was a gnarly thunderstorm, and we rode the BART from the Orpheum Theater, which is like right there on Market Street, and we rode it all the way down to San Bruno. Yeah, it was crazy. We were afraid BART was going to be shut down. I almost forgot. Next stop is going to be Millbrae, San Francisco International. Clear. Which I probably assume we're not gonna either they're gonna give us Bayshore, which is they're probably gonna send us to at least one of the San Francisco city stops. Or I could be wrong, and they're gonna send us straight to the city. Clear. Yeah, another thing about this is that, you know, they've got the they say that it's they are, what am I trying to say? With the trees here, the trees are that last signal over there, not this. Well, one of the last signals, it was obscured by the tree branches. And that's pretty dangerous, especially if you know you're dealing with riding kind of train there. Clear. And I understand, yeah, that's what it looks like. I've seen some people like to put their cameras right there on the lower level because of the bike area, but nevertheless, these trees need to be trimmed like that. that would have scratched up the window pretty bad. Ah, well, whatever. Clear. Alright, now arriving San Francisco International, Millbrae. Yeah, this is also one of the exceptions, but then again, Millbrae is, like I said, the San Francisco International stop, so granted, it has a lot of connections. Because BART's there, this is the main line right here, and I think you can also get to the air train from here as well. But BART will also take you to the airport as well. They have a little extension there. At least the last time I went. Anyhow, I said something along the lines of that I've been 6 times. Well, actually, you know what? I've only been 5. I did say 5, 6 times, so it was a bit of an estimation, but it was 5. Yeah, one of the cool parts of staying, if you ever plan on going to San Francisco, particularly the city as it's called, I would highly recommend staying at the next stop over here, San Bruno, because here in Millbrae is actually one of the first stops on the on this Zone 1 essentially. Zone 1 connects San Francisco International to the city. So, if you stay in San Bruno is essentially going to give you, you know, what I'm trying to say. It's a very roomy place. It's not directly in the city, but you have plenty of options to get into the city if you want to. And it looks like my theory was correct. The next stop will be the city. So they're gonna send us right through. Also, I don't know where that plane's going. Because, where's South Hill? Oh, that is South Hill. It's this is not a flying game, so my bearings are a little bit off. And they don't exactly do it to the book. Because I think that's supposed to be a representation of a runway over there. Anyhow, let's go back to driving trains here. Yeah, so good news is we're not gonna have any glitches this time, at least at 22nd Street for the last like little bit. As long as nothing supernatural happens, then we should be okay. Watch me say this, and we're gonna get there's gonna be a glitch train right at you know, the last signal before the station. That's interesting. Oh, okay, well. Okay, that's the air train right there. That's the diversion to San Francisco International. See? Oh, there's the tower. Yeah, right over there. That's cool. And then that line brings you back into the main BART system. That's awesome. Yeah, Millbrae is considered San Francisco International because you know, the next BART stop technically is called San Bruno, but the BART stop is over there. It actually, if you, off that direction, I was using my actual finger. I was like, oh wait, they can't see me. That way. The BART station is like just right off to the left here. Yeah, I still call that little downhill gradient something out of a model railroad. Clear. Because that thing right there is just like it's just a nice tight downward spiral curve. Not even a spiral, but you'll know what I mean. It's, I don't know, it looks interesting. Looks like that job isn't done yet. Thinking one might do the Bay Bullet service on a southbound, whatever time it may be, with the closest available time it may, because obviously I had to redo this one. So we're like 20 or so minutes off. But whatever, it's fine. Clear. So I hear, I've also seen some videos, like, from probably about a year ago. This is what South Yard actually looks like. It's pretty gnarly. I mean, and empty, I should say. It's like, I don't know, clear. I assume, I don't know. I don't think UP is gonna keep it around. Especially with, you know, the new railroad ideology going around, precision scheduled railroading, yeah. I don't think the Peninsula Corridor is probably going to survive. I don't know. We'll see. I say that because what happened in Kansas City last year. because I think they shut down, what was it, the Missouri side of it? So, the only yard that they have left over there in Kansas is there's the bigger one. The smaller one with the 200 some employees, which is not a small yard, mind you, clear, is, you know, it affected a lot of people's livelihoods, so, I don't know, we'll see. What are your thoughts on PSR? Yay or nay? Personal answer, I'm gonna go with nay. I mean, the business side of me really likes PSR, like in terms of, you know, oh, it's saving the railroad money, and like, you know, but the rail fan side of me and, you know, the actual employee side of me, you know, that sides with, you know, unions and everything like that, this is not good. It's very, because like, union side first and then we'll go personal, but for unions, you know, this is basically wiping out, you know, hundreds of jobs, and, you know, the railroad industry will never be the same again. And for the rail fan side, is that, you know, that because PSR essentially, or precision scheduled railroading, yes, PSR, actually has, like, it doubles the length of a train, essentially. Clear. Because it says all cars that are going to one particular place, they all get put on the train, no matter what. No matter what. The train just completely takes all of them. And it, you know, with all available power. And so it takes a lot of trains off the schedule. And, you know, because with DPUs, it's not, or, you know, diesel multiple units, then you're dealing with, you have more power to push the train forward. So you don't need to have another train, you know, running 2-3 miles behind it, unless, you know, it's actually a thing. Clear. But yeah, PSR is, you know, the next stage in modern railroading, clear. And I believe that that in the future we're gonna have, you know, longer, probably even bigger cars, because, you know, in the 1940s, a lot of the cars were 40 feet. Nowadays, the cars are, you know, closer to 50, 60 feet. Alright, it's approach medium. Anyhow, that's my rant on PSR. Great in concept, but horrible in execution. Well, as long as the trains still run, right? And eventually, you know, if you're going for a railroad job, then, you know, you just gotta go for it. because they're still gonna need railway employees at the very least in this day and age. And I believe that the railway engineer, even though they did have a self-driving train recently, I believe that the railway engineer as a profession will never truly disappear. You know, there will always be an operator. Because, like, on BART, those trains are self-driving entirely, but there still needs to be an operator that, you know, that says, okay, you're clear to go. But, you know, I feel like it's just, I don't know, my generation will probably be kind of the last generation to be, you know, against automation, at least in my perspective. I don't know if the next generation will, but who's to say? The Corona generation definitely is going to have a interesting time in the future. Growing up in the aftermath of this. Oh, there's another service. Alright, flashing red. Go ahead and pick our spot. Looks like they're putting us right there. I wonder when the next train's out of here. That was probably the last train before of the hour. Because we learned yesterday that basically in the 11 o'clock hour there are no southbound services. Like, none at all. It's crazy. Like, there's a huge swath of time where almost every train in the system is on the track. And I think there are only, like, what, 20 train sets? At least that I've counted so far. I forgot, actually, what engine do we have on the head end today? Or tail end, I guess I should say. 912, San Bernard. Oh, okay, well, hello. Look at all these guys. There are a few of these. From. But we're actually gonna go ahead and leave this menu once we get this train all stopped and put away. Turn the cross and lights off because we won't need them. Yeah, that's the one downside to doing these baby bullet services, is that you don't get too terribly much points, especially if you speed. But you don't really need to speed. I mean, it's really easy to speed when you're doing a baby bullet service because there's no, you know, limiter essentially, because you're blown through, you know, majority of the stops, as opposed to when you're doing a local service, you really don't even have the room to get the train up to speed. Is that train about to depart? That would be really funny if that train's about to depart. Turn the marker lights. Let's get this thing all shut down here. Got the reverser. Move the handle off. I'll just let the brakes reset itself on the side. Awesome. Alright. Yeah, I think we had a little hiccup there. But other than that, we got the gold. Awesome. So we're moving on to the next system here. Looks like we're gonna... Oh my gosh, I didn't do Southbound Empties Part 2? Oh no, wait, I did. That's just what happens when you finish all the journeys. I did Southbound Empties Part 2. Yeah, when you... if you watched my other streams the other day, you know that it would say the F40 Cat 2 introduction. But I already know the F40 because over here, I play it on 2 PS4s. You see, apparently there's no synchronization here. So on one PS4, I'm a level 44, and I've completed all of the journeys. Very good. Over here, on the other hand, I'm a level, well, I just said over here. But over there, I'm like a level 26 or something like that. I don't know. And I've, like, done none of the journeys. I feel like I don't need to, though. So let's go ahead and... let's clear it up, I believe. Let's ask Alexa, what's the weather in San Francisco right now? Oh. Nope, it's still cloudy. Yeah, crazy. Alright. Time is about 9:30 right now, so let's see. Ah, look at that. A limited stop from San Francisco to San Jose. Departs in about 15 minutes here, so we'll go ahead and do that. Ooh. How did I not get the gold there? I think I selected the 942 one. We'll find out in just a moment. If it didn't work, then, well, we've got our own issues. Whatever service we end up doing, it'll be an F40 service. Back to San Jose. Alright, that's good. I selected the service I wanted to choose. And actually, hold up. Am I on the same... I'm on the same track. This is literally the same service. This is the same service we were just driving. It's probably not going to be the same engines because the game's not that smart. But, this is the same service. That's cool. Oh no, not that one. Engine lights. Different numbers. Can't forget the reverser. That might help. Alright. Let's take a look at the engine number. So we're on 915 South San Francisco. So yeah, there are a lot of trains here right now. So there's 912, 911, faster. I don't know. The Bell seems a bit faster. I mean, I guess I'm just used to driving in a cab car. But the Bell seems faster. Looks like we got all clear, and our first stop will be San Bruno. Good place. So this is the good train. I don't know how we can hear that bell so clear, other than the fact that they made it pronounce. Keeping us on this track. Oh, hello, approaching train. Oh, wouldn't it be nice? Dim the lights. Yeah, for some reason the other day, the center lights here weren't working. That was a little loud. Anyhow, those center lights on the F40 were not working. Oh, and let's take a look at this engine. So that's 906 Burlingame. Okay, no, this wasn't the same train, actually, because we came in on that track. It felt like the same train. That's our train right there. Oh, I was about like to say, hey, man, there's a train right there. You can't go down that route. I was gonna be like, unless it just wanted to despawn the trains, because I feel like it would do that though. Yeah, the horde controls are definitely a lot more fluid on the F40 character. Just a little bit. Opposed to a cab car, the cab car just doesn't have enough, you know, rigidity, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. And cross over, so that we were on the southbound track. The speedometer is also a lot more pronounced in this one as well. Maybe it's also just because I'm playing it on a bigger TV screen, and I actually have the cab light on this time, as opposed to Other times when I'm fumbling in the dark, trying to find the cap light switch. Haha, I came prepared this time. And it's not even just because that it's these parts, because it's you know, the cloudy day, it's actually blocking out the sun, so it's actually almost genuinely hard to see in the cab. I mean, not too hard, but you know. Clear. Clear. It looks like the thing really brings it down here. Also clear. Going through Bayshore, you really have to slow the train down, even though it's got this bridge here. It defeats the purpose, eh? Clear. 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 Passing south-south. Clear. The way the trade swayed up, I was about to derail. Nice. Clear. Now riding San Bruno. Do you not like how that brake gauge is? I feel very safe with these brakes. Very, very safe. And I'm not lying, actually. The brakes are super reliable, especially because it goes into dynamic braking almost automatically. So, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, one little thing about San Bruno is that San Bruno, I should note, is not the city. It is not. I mean, technically San Bruno is a city, but San Bruno is not the city. Um, the vibe in San Bruno is more of like a suburb, like a town, because there's a lot of houses, especially near the hotels, because the hotel, which I think I pointed out several streams here, is one of these brown buildings here. It was an old warehouse that they converted into a hotel. It's really nice actually. But yeah, so yeah, that's why I say if you're gonna stay in San Francisco, stay in San Bruno because um, that's it's I don't know. I guess generally it is up to the person who wants to go there. If you're going to a place that's like literally only a block away from your hotel, and that hotel's like right there on the wharf or something like that, then do it. But my personal recommendation, if you don't mind and you really want to travel, because I mean, if you're watching this, you like trains, then this is the way to get in. Straight up. You can take Caltrains, take you over to the old Candlestick Park, which I believe is AT&T Park now. Or you can take BART, which will take you right to Fisherman's Wharf. Alright, there we go. And we've got clear. Next stop will be Millbrae. Now arriving Millbrae. closed. And next stop will be Burlingame. Alright. Highball. Clear. Now arriving Burlingame. Yeah, that was I don't know what was going on there. I was just like, it's like one of those scenes where it's like in the movie where like the people are messing with someone's car and like all the little bits and gadgets are going off like that. And it's just the stereo's playing and the hydraulics are going. I'm pretty sure if I kept fiddling around with the buttons here, that probably would happen. I mean, everyone knows the F40 is installed with hydraulics. I mean, why else do you, it's got bass, dude. It's got bass. Why else do you think the F40 is such a badass engine? Doors closed. Next stop, San Mateo. This limited stop service is going to be nice and fast. Well, that person just disappeared into thin air. Unsolved Mysteries. Train Sim World Edition. I am like right on the line right there. Clear. Welcome aboard. We're on train. Actually, I don't know what the train number is today. On the southbound service. Oh, well, that's helpful. Thanks for spawning me in a tree camera. It may actually help if I'm on a front camera that's actually locked to the side of the train. Okay, we're on 236 today. And we have to stop there. Yeah, see, the F40 has a lot more stopping power than the cab car. Because we had the same issue, literally an hour ago in this stream, where the marker told us, oh, go here. But once you got there, you have 500 yards to stop before you reach the station. Yeah, that's that's a lot of, that. And, whoa, what's going on with that fence over there? Okay, well, whatever. Just made it just on time. Brakes released. Let's get out of here. About San Mateo, next stop, Hillsdale. I keep saying Hilldale because that's from Back to the Future, right? And I should know this by now. I've been driving, I've literally been driving this for a year now. But, well, old habits die hard. Also clear. Clear? still curious what's going to happen with those brick platforms, since they are low platforms, almost exclusively. Now arriving Hilldale. Actually, that is perfect in terms of brake holding. Just almost there. But we have a short consist, so it don't matter too terribly much. As long as we're on the platform, it's all fine. That's my motto, essentially. Because obviously there's a spot cab, but you know, that's for the full length consist. And we're still a minute ahead of schedule. Yeah, this always happens. Navy Bullet and limited stop services are, I always get ahead of schedule. Always. The local services where, you know, the ones where you rack up the most points, essentially, those are the ones that, you know, catch me off guard. If I fall a minute behind on a local service, oh, I ain't recovering that. Alright, doors closed. Next stop is going to be Belmont. Highball Hillsdale. That was perfect, actually. Perfect speed, power progression, I guess I should say. Because if you just right, if you time the, you know, notch clicks just right, you can just ride the needle right at the green and orange. I mean, technically, it should be red, but this little guy has it as an orange. At least it looks like orange on there. Or I'm colorblind, which may be a problem, but I'm not. Clear. Really got up to speed there, so now we're arriving at Belmont. Ready, clear. There we go. Sometimes if you just release your brakes, you're able to salvage it. And like stopping 100 yards short of the thing, that's a little bit too far for me. I think I did it only once on this run. That's a little difficult trick with the F40 here. Brakes are really, really powerful. So next station, which I believe we're actually going to get up to speed here. I'm gonna try something risky. I'm not gonna engage the brakes until we reach, you know, that last little bit. You know, probably 300 yards. I'll say 300 yards from 79 miles an hour, because it takes only about 100 yards to like kick that thing in. But I don't know. We'll see. Alright, doors closed. Next stop, San Carlos. Which I don't think we'll be able to get up to 79, but I will leave the power on just a little bit. Just to like give the brakes a little test. We'll try 400 yards. About that, we can actually probably do it in 200 yards. I mean, we're barely going 50 here, so, and we're on a downhill slope, so yeah, no, I'll leave the power on here just a little bit. Now take it out, let it coast, get those brakes ready. Clear. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Now. Don't shoot till you see the whites of its eyes. That may have been a little bit too late. It'll still be on. Yeah, no, it was still on the platform. It wasn't exactly on point, but it's all the cars are still on the platform. So, partial success. Though, I'm probably not doing that again. Because that was a little bit too close for comfort. Though I did arrive basically 5 seconds ahead of schedule. I consider that a success. Alright, how about Belmont? Next stop, Redwood City. And there we go. Yeah, if you time your clicks correctly with the notches, you'll ride that the amp meter right there. You ride the green line right there. Because you want to keep it in the green. You don't want to go red. That would be a very bad day. Especially with an engine this old. You don't want that. Clear. It's a good place to rail fan. Let's rail fan from right over. We'll do this building. Like a rail fan camera. Kind of a useless spot for it. Oh, I mean, actually, I know plenty of people who like to watch trains at speed. A.E. me. Now arriving Redwood City. I feel like that was actually good. With about 200 from the speed because I was going 70. So, and I think I engaged the brakes right at 60, like 600. So, it's not exactly on point, but I think that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to subtract the speed by 10. So if I'm going 79, then I have to engage the brakes at 690 yards. That'll be my next experiment, really, with it. Get those brakes all prepped up for the next run here. Alright, let's get ready to roll. Highball Redwood City, next stop, Menlo Park. Like I said, the neighbors love me. I mean, in terms of virtual neighbors. Oh, but my real neighbors love me as well. I like my music. Nice and loud. Alright, so this one, yeah, it's good. 3.5 miles away, so this will give us plenty of time to get the train up to speed. This will be a perfect test for it. As long as I can get all... As long as I can get her up to 79 and break her right on spot, we'll see how it goes. Clear. Alright, here's the test. It looks like we didn't get all the way up to 79 there, but here's the actual test. Gonna keep her rolling here. Alright, bring the throttle down. 74, so 64, engage brakes. Yeah, go figure. I was a little late because I didn't have the brakes ready. But I think that method is actually working. If next time, which I feel like we're getting pretty close to the end here. We'll probably get up to 79 in the next limited stop, so we'll do that. Almost. Alright, doors close. Alright, doors closed. Next stop, Palo Alto. Clear. Yeah, so much for getting up to 79, you probably wouldn't even reach 50 accurately. We're going 53, so at 4. There we go. Service. Now arriving in Palo Alto. Now, I feel like maybe it's because I was going a little bit faster. That's why it was giving me all that extra slack there. Because there, when I was going, you know, a good 50, 55, it still ended up, you know, it undershot. Yeah. So, yeah, there's got to be a different method to this, especially for slower speeds. So maybe the faster you are, maybe it's only -10, but if you're slower, you should we should probably try and do like you know, -20. So instead of doing it at 45 like we did, we do it at, you know, like 35. Set up the camera at the end of the thing here. People own a lot of RVs, apparently, in Palo Alto. It's so funny. That's all the I know the AI traffic isn't smart enough to, you know, distinguish, you know, exactly what type of car it is, but like, still, you know, you would expect some variety, right? Like a city bus. My point is not an RV. School buses I get. There are a lot of schools in the San Francisco area, but not a city bus. Alright, doors closed. Next stop, California Avenue. Right. I think we'll probably get up to like mid 50s, maybe even 60. We'll see. Clear. A long, long platform. I feel like that kind of platform would be designed more for like a daylight train, you know, like one that goes a little bit longer distance than this. I imagine they run extra trains for games and all those little extra stopped at before. I imagine they have trains. Because why else would they have them? Get ready. Okay, now. So I ended up applying at like 53. I'll remember that. Now arriving California Avenue. Almost. Almost. It's a lot better this time. So this is interesting. Riddle me this. At 55, we did the same procedure, even a little, you know, straight on. And we landed like 20 so yards short. But now we do the same procedure again, and we're landing 20 or so yards, or almost 20 yards over. And that's only with a like 10-mile-per-hour difference. So I guess the leeway point is 60 miles an hour. If you're going 60 and you apply the application of the brakes, then you should expect, you know, within 100 yards of it, that you're gonna make it to the next stopping point. Alright, doors are closed. Next stop, San Antonio. clear. Here we go, hold on, wait for 59. Okay, there we go. We're gonna shoot it just a little bit. So I was trying to press it, but it wouldn't do it. Or, I think we're gonna land its mark. Or we landed short of it. I swear this brake system's a wild card. And I understand what you mean, old Macer. I mean, granted, I have been driving it for over a year, and yeah, my F40 stopping is all over the place. Sometimes I land it on point, other times I don't. Alright, doors closed, next stop, Mountain View. Come on, come on. Come back to life. Oh no. It did that thing again, didn't it? Okay, hold on. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, the engine sometimes likes to shut down on me. So, kind of glad they're replacing these F40s. And I'm really hoping either Train Sim 2 or Train Sim 3, whenever they decide to finish the electrification project, you know, that they include the new updated route. Because they've been following this route for, gosh, like 5-6 years here. It's a pretty changing route. It's definitely, it's trying to set the precedent for the rest of the United States in terms of intercity commuter rail. In turn, partially being because they're reviving a project from, what, the 1905 actually? That they really wanted to electrify this route. And they had plans to it, but they never did. now, over 100 years later, it's finally getting done. Go, arriving Mountain View. Ready? Now. So, I did have to release the brakes just a little bit so I can coast right on in, but still, what's going to stop me a good, you know, couple of yards short of it. So, we're probably tackling the wrong approach to this thing. Caution, the doors are about to close. Alright. How about next stops? How about Mountain View next stop, Sunnyvale? I wanted to say the name of the station, but I forgot the name. And I looked right, it's right there on the left. It's like, okay. They really have a lot of different things that I can do, like the head-end panel here. Oh my gosh! Oh. So that's how you turn on the lights from the cab. I didn't know that. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. I guess that means I can hook up two of these engines together. Which, I mean, obviously you can, right? That'd be interesting to see. Maybe, actually, you know what? We'll try that. We'll go into the yard or something like that. And I don't know if we can disconnect. Actually, I've never seen the disconnect thing on the Caltrans equipment, so let's see. Let's see if we can actually decouple the cars. Or couple two trains together. Let's see. It might end up in a crash, but I don't know. Clear. First things first, we actually have to get there. clear. Alright, we're up to 71. Take the power down. Make sure I'm ready on those brakes. Try 62. Now. I had to sneeze there, so I tried to turn off the mic. I don't know if I did that successfully though. So it was closer to 59 though. And at 59, we overshot the platform by 23 yards, 24 yards. Which is enough, obviously, but... So, guess that means the threshold is... It has to be 70. Then. But with that approach medium ahead, that indicates to me that the next stop is going to be Lawrence. Because that's the only one in the southern section that would indicate that. Yep, next stop Lawrence. Here's the medium approach, turning on to the track that gets us to Lawrence. But of course, because the F40 is a really, really slow accelerator, we didn't even get up to speed there. But actually, we have so much space between us and the station, I can actually accelerate just a little bit. Probably best if I turn off my my bell. Maybe. Approach. Ready, we're at 61. Get those brakes ready. Right there. Since last time it dropped us a little bit short, so this time I'm going to try to drop it a little bit. I dropped it at like 48, 47. Oh, almost. Almost. Hey! Oh my gosh! 2 yards! 2 yards! Oh my gosh, that was insane. We cracked the code. So there's the secret. If you're traveling below 60, Or, you know, right at that speed. 47 is the way to go. And don't be too excited that you forget to turn off the bell. Alright. How about Lawrence? Next stop, Santa Clara. Then after that, it will be San Jose. And the game will be over. Or at least this mission, I should say. Approach medium. Drop the speed here, or at least drop the throttle, I should say. And it's going to be medium clear. And then once we get that back up to 70 at the very least, open her back up. There we go. Open it up. This might be my last true, well, this will be my last true attempt to try to get the train up to 79. I don't think I can do it at 2.5 miles here, but if I can, that would be great. I can see what the true stopping ability from 79 miles an hour to a dead stop, hopefully on point, can do. Approach medium. We may actually make it. Okay, we're 15 miles per hour to the goal limit. Yeah, no, this the rate we're going here. Oh yeah, no, we'll definitely hit 79. We may even have to, you know, jump the throttle. Actually, just barely. We got a mile. Medium approach. Or no, that's trying to remember what flashing yellow means. Okay, we got it up to 75. That's close enough. I will consider that a victory. Approach. Get those brakes ready. And now. Arriving Santa Clara. Yeah, this one I really can't overshoot because there's a light at the end of the platform. Two yards again. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. Did you see that, John? My gosh, that was great. brakes ready again. Yeah, we got some time, though. Technically, we aren't supposed to depart for another minute. But, with that, I think, yeah, once we arrive in San Jose, then we will, I think I might call it a stream here. There's a marker on here that says when this, because this was the standard Southern Pacific freight house, like depot sort of deal, back in the, what's, 1800s, 19th century, I should say. Alright, doors closed. Next stop, San Jose. Flashing approach. Go. I'm trying to see. Let's see if we can get it up to like at least a certain speed, a decent speed, because we have at least a mile before we have to slow down to 40. Get it through Santa Clara Yard, right off. That's probably good. 55 will do. See, when you only need to lose a little bit of speed, you just do that with the holding of the brakes. There we go. Now much better. Approach. Flashing approach. Our next speed drop will be in 7 cents a mile. There are quite a... Oh, okay, there's the trains. Those trains weren't there earlier. In fact, a lot of the trains were out of the yard. Shockingly. Granted, it was 8 a.m. in the morning, so... I imagine a lot... that's when they're, you know, kind of at their busiest, because they're rushing to get people to work here and there along the system. lead. And we have a approach signal. There we go. I don't think we need to hold it. Yep, there we go. Just dropped us right down. Alright, flashing red means we are clear to go in. It's gotta be ready to stop on a dime. Ah, we're going back on the same track we actually came in on. Or left, I should say. Going back on the same track that we left. Which is funner when you're on the departing area, because you can actually go 20 there. But there's so many switches here, you have to go 10. Oh well. Not the end of the world. Lights on, Bruce. Just turn them on dim. Welcome aboard. Just joined us for our last little bit. Train 236 now arriving San Jose. Go. Job done. Fell off. Once those brakes click down, then I'm gonna go ahead, turn it to handle off, and then disconnect them. Or actually, you know what? We may go to let's free roam for a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm curious if I can disconnect from the consist. Lock those doors. And that was the thing. Alright, and we got the gold. Awesome. That was a good one. Alright, and like I said, we're gonna go ahead and, go to free roam here. I'm curious. Yeah, let me. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's okay. That's because it's about to. Yeah. It's about to be set up. Oh, I can disconnect the coupler. Okay. Wow. All right. Let's see what this engine can really do. not gonna go too far. I just want to see what this engine looks like by itself. I mean, we can't go too far because there's a... So that's what that door looks like. Oh, like that. With the ribbed door like that. That's nice. Alright, let's go ahead and stop it. Alright, let's bring her back. Couple her back to the thing. Yeah, basically this entire time I've had Train Simulator, I've never decoupled the F40 before. But now I have, and I'm satisfied. I'm very satisfied, actually. I'll hang on to that right there. Right here. No, wait, what? A light? A light? Here. Please exit the... What? What? What does that mean? A light here. A light, a light. A light? A light. Okay. That's interesting. Yay. Okay, that was something. Alright, that's basically all I wanted to do. I would like to thank you for watching. I will see you next time. United. Out.